Hi all, Dmitry is here and welcome to the next fail video here at my channel. If you're watching my videos from the very beginning of the channel, you probably recognize this computer. It looks like iMac G5 17, but actually it's not, it's only the case and the screen, and all internals was replaced, and maybe month, maybe 2 months ago, I finished building it. And previously there was Raspberry Pi inside, and there was lots of wires hanging on here and there. And now I finished it. Now it can be closed. It has USB-C power supply. Wi-Fi is working. All looks good, but you can ask why this is the fail video. Let me show you. Let's turn it on. Okay, I turn it on the power supply, and as you can see, it's showing the white screen. Actually, with some angles you can see the lines here. I'm not sure if camera can catch it, but there are some lines, vertical lines here. I used this as my secondary computer for downloads for some non-compute intensive but long tasks, and at one morning when I turned the screen backlight on, I saw this. So the screen itself is died before I made a review video about what I made with it, because of that this is a fail video. What I mean by turning on the screen backlights, here we have the switch, and because of schematics, only data lines of HDMI or DVI connected from the screen itself to the computing board inside, but not backlight control. So backlight is always on, which is really inconvenient. Because of that, we have switch here. We can turn it off, and as you see, backlight is off. Power is still applied, but backlight is off. Let's turn it on again. So this is the externals, and let's take a look inside. Let's take a look what do we have there inside. One moment. And here is the internals of this Franken Mac. It looks ugly, it looks awful, yes, I know. I started this project, I'm not sure when, but maybe 8 years ago, lots of time ago, and this was something like hobby project, like a POC. It was something just to see if we can reuse the case and screen of the old iMac or not. So I not tried to make it perfect. I just tried to make it work, and actually I did it. It worked fine before. It worked fine, but the screen is dead now. And actually, it's not because something wrong here. It's because the screen and this PC is really old. So unfortunately it's really old, and it's not able to run forever. So what we had here? First we had USB. I'm not sure if you can see. Let me show. USB Type-C trigger board. USB Type-C comes here, and here we have 12 volts out. 12 volts goes here to the power distribution board, and here we have converter, impulse converter to 3.3 volts. And this 3 volts used by this LCD decoder board. So this is original board from the iMac. So 3 volts used to power this LCD converter. Here we have a converter from the internal interface of Mac to DVI. we got a DVI signal cable here. Actually, it's DVI to HDMI, but it's normal DVI inside. Just data lines, no backlight control, as I said before. So here actually we have something like just mechanical, just a dump converter. It's not active something, it's just two wires connected together. It's a ribbon cable from the LCD panel and DVI cable. Okay, here we have a backlight inverter to make screen light. Here we have a sound amplifier, we have speakers, original speakers from the iMac, and we have sound amplifier to make them work. And here we have a compute board. It's a LattePanda Delta. Actually, I disabled the fan because, as I figured out, the fan can only work on positions like this when this side is on top. But normally, when it assembled and positions something like this, this fan works upside down. And after a short time, it begins to be really noisy, really loud, and then it just stops spinning. And because of that, I just disabled it, removed the fan cover, and actually temperatures are fine. I just need to reduce its maximum CPU speed, but temperatures was fine. Here I had a GPIO connector to the button, to the power button, so it can be turned on and off with the switch at the back. And here I have USB, just a normal USB 2. Yes, it's blue, but actually it's USB 2. Just USB 2 hub outside, so we can connect a keyboard receiver or something like that. So we have USB outside, and actually we have Wi-Fi, external Wi-Fi antenna. And this antenna located somewhere here. Somewhere here. And here we have only plastic without metal frame. Here under the LattePanda. And because of that, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth also works well. So it's really sad that LCDs died before I made the review. And I can't show you how it works, because yes, we can turn it on, the Linux will boot up, but actually nothing happens, we will not able to see something. Just let me try to power it on, and you will see that indication on the LattePanda will turn on, but nothing will happen. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you can see the LED is on, but because of the dead screen, still nothing here. So what is the story? What is the point of all of this? Probably the message behind that is, if you want to do something, you should not postpone it. You should do this at the very moment when you have an ability to do that. Just because after that something can go wrong and you will not able to fix this. Thank you for watching, and thank you for staying at my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.